Hey everyone, my name is Tim Stoddard. Welcome to this week's edition of 5-Minute Marketing. Today we are going to be talking about how do we think about link juice, link equity, page rank, whatever you want to call it. In this video I'm going to reference a tweet, a question that was asked of Google's John Mueller. Here's the question. I want to pass link juice of my homepage to my category pages. Where should I place my category pages? In the navigation menu or on my homepage content? It's a great question. This is a question that many SEOs and many online marketers have asked over the years. So a visualization of the question is, here's the user's homepage and he wants to pass link equity or link juice to his category pages. So should he put them up here in the navigation menu of his homepage, or should he just put links in the content of his homepage? So if you noticed, I drew a big red circle around this because John Mueller is saying that this is an inadequate way to distribute link equity and link juice through your website. So John Mueller's response on Twitter, and the quote is right here, "I'd forget everything you read about link juice. It's very likely obsolete, wrong, or misleading." And John Mueller's advice is just to worry about the user experience. He says that popularity is basically the biggest ranking signal. If you build a popular website, then Google is going to see that your website is answering questions, providing value, getting shares, getting engagement, and in turn is going to assume that your website is worthy of ranking. So what does that mean? Here's 3 tips. One tip is to worry about site speed. There's a lot of debate over site speed. I'm still not completely convinced that it's as big of a ranking factor as some people say. However, there's no question that site speed has a lot to do with how popular your website is. Right? We've all had this experience. You go to a website, it takes forever to load. Within 3 or 4 seconds, you've already hit the back button and you've bounced off the page. So in that respect, site speed is very important because it's a huge factor in how popular your website is going to be. Okay, so number 2, time on site. I think that this is very, very important. And although it may not be a direct ranking factor, depending on who you ask, for the same reason that site speed is important, time on site is important. If people are spending a lot of time on your website, then it's very rational to think that you have a great website and you have a popular website. I think this is why we see such long form content start to rank so well, simply because it keeps people on the site longer, it keeps people engaged longer. I think this is why we see many like Web 2.0 properties start to do really well, where there's engagement and interaction with other users on the website, simply because people stay on that actual domain for a long time. I think the obvious example is Facebook, right? Facebook never worried about link juice or link equity, but when people go onto Facebook, they stay on the site, like sometimes for hours at a time. So time on site is definitely something to focus on. And then number 3 is engagement. So what does this mean exactly, engagement? Are they clicking on links? Are they sharing your article? Are they playing videos that are embedded? In my view, the best company to imitate is Wikipedia. And I call this like the Wikipedia hole. I personally find myself on Wikipedia researching something, learning something, spending time on it, and then 15 minutes later I'm on some other page about like astrophysics or who knows, anything else, down some knowledge hole that has nothing to do with how I got there in the first place. So if you can mimic Wikipedia in terms of how to link everything together, in terms of how to keep people engaged and interior link the content well so that the experience on the website is valuable, you're also going to have a very popular website in search. So with all that being said, I am going to make a statement right here. I'm not giving up on PageRank or link equity. Backlinks matter. And for fun, I wrote Tim Stoddard, and that's me. SEO is a game of data, right? It's a game of trial and error and doing things and seeing how it works. And in our own experience, we've seen over and over and over again with almost absolute certainty that websites that follow all of these rules, that have a really great user experience, but also have a very great backlink profile, those websites rank the best. I mean, our own website, Stodzy, is a great example of this. I've talked about LSAT Clarity in the past on this channel. This is another great example for me of the combination of user experience mixed with backlinks is just a winning combination. So although John Mueller is doing his job and is telling people not to focus on link juice and too much on backlinks and link equity, I am going to say that you absolutely should still consider outreach and getting backlinks as part of your SEO campaign, because in all of the case studies that we've done, it plays a huge role. It has a huge positive impact on your search rankings. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. Please give me a like, please subscribe. If you have any questions about this, please leave it in the comments below. I always respond to the questions in the comments. Thank you very much again for watching this video, and we will see you next week on 5 Minute Marketing.